Elise, and we're glad to have you here today watching Gator News. Let's provide you with some information covering the elections this past week. Donald Trump is the elect president. We didn't see that coming. He won with 288 electoral votes, and Hillary Clinton came in runner-up with 216. Let's go over to Valerie with some more information.
Hey guys, it's Valerie here. Let's get you covered with some of Donald Trump's plans. As the new president, Donald Trump promises to make America great again, starting off by deporting more than 2 million criminal illegals and building a wall on the border of Mexico and the United States and having Mexico's government pay for it all. He also plans to have a 35% tax reduction on middle-class families with 2 children and a 20% tax reduction on business rate. And when it comes to ISIS, he plans to knock the hell out of them. Another program that may change is Obamacare. We could see a big change in coverage. Well, that's all for today, guys. We're looking forward to see what Donald Trump has to bring to the table in order to make America great again. And as Ms. Agoyan says, God bless America.
Hey guys, I'm your host, Jen Delise, and I'm here to give you the scoop about Student Council. This year, students are running to be your student president. What's Student Council, you may ask? Student Council is a responsible student who's there to take control when needed. Students will come together and compete for the winning spot. If you're responsible, determined, and reliable, Student Council is just the right program for you. Student Council displays love, friendship, and all the things that contribute to the Arlington Middle School. Run today. Elections are on Friday, November 18th. See you soon.
Hey guys, welcome to another week of Gator News. I'm your host, Miriam, and today we will be talking about the Mandela effect. What is the Mandela effect? The Mandela effect is a term for where a large group of people misremember the same detail, event, or physicality. It is named after the instance in which a large group of people all share the same memory that Nelson Mandela died to his actual death in 2013. For example, the Monopoly Man is recognized for his monocle, but in reality, he doesn't have one. Surprising and confusing, I know. So there you have it, folks, your conspiracy theory of the week. Join us next time for more mind-blowing theories.
What up, Gators? It's Brianna
and Elsie here,
and we're with Mr. Accardi, and we're going to talk about how his high school hockey coach helps him improve his grades in a subject you all despise, math.
Mr. Accardi, thank you for joining us today. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience in high school math?
You're welcome. High school math was a struggle for me. In 8th grade was actually the first time I ever got a C in a subject, and it was in math. And then when I went to high school, I continued to struggle. I think a lot of it was because I wasn't engaged in the way I was as a student. In my junior year, I was actually failing math. I was the captain of the hockey team at the time, and I wasn't going to be able to continue playing hockey unless I raised my grades. So it wasn't always easy. I never thought I would be a math teacher, but learning is in the struggle, and the more I worked at it, I guess the better I got, and it started clicking. But it didn't go without a lot of help and support from people around me.
If your hockey coach wouldn't have pushed you in math, where do you think you would be now?
I would like to think that I would still have been successful. Because I'd had a strong family and people helping me out. I don't necessarily know that I would be a math teacher though, or a teacher. And I don't know if I would have had the same high school experience either. So not necessarily where I would have been now, but I know I probably wouldn't have been able to enjoy all of my favorite things in high school because I would have lost out on the privilege to play hockey. I probably would have gone to a different college because I went there to play hockey as well. And I just think, math became something that eventually was fun for me where it wasn't fun in the beginning. I didn't enjoy it. I wasn't excited about it, but I knew I had to work hard to do the things I wanted. So, that was my motivation. And, hopefully I still would have been successful, but I definitely see myself on a completely different path if I wasn't pushed in the right direction in math in high school.
If your high school hockey coach would be here today to see you, how do you think he would react?
Teacher, and he's actually a principal now at a local school, but he wouldn't believe I'm a teacher because of the way I was when I was in high school. Not that I was a really bad student, but I was kind of your typical lazy sports and socialization first, and then, you know, academics second. So he would probably still see that, Mr. Riccardi, and he definitely wouldn't think I would be a teacher. I think he would also be surprised that I haven't played hockey in a long time either, because that was like life for me at that time.
What piece of advice could you give to struggling students just like myself to get better in math?
So the quote I used earlier, and I say this all the time in class, that learning is in the struggle, and it's supposed to be hard. And I didn't realize that when I was a kid. I just thought, you know, I was pretty smart naturally, so I thought things should just come naturally. So I used to get frustrated, and I think the advice that I would give is that you have to expect there to be hard work all throughout your life. And you can't expect things are going to be easy. You can't expect things that, you know, can't expect that things will be given to you. And if you want to do the things that you love the most in high school and college and in your future after that, you have to be willing to put in the work in the classroom and in the things that maybe you don't necessarily enjoy as much. That work pays off, and it'll lead to the most, you know, the happiest and most exciting and most joyful experiences that you have later on.
Good morning or good afternoon, students. My name is Guanapo Martinez, and this is a new series on Gator News called Trending Now. We focus on anything that's trending worldwide, but mostly school appropriate. So now let's move on to my dear friend Christian talking about new trending video games.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, aka Christian, and for my topic of Gator News, it's going to be about trending video games. Let's get right into it with the Nintendo Switch. If you don't know what it is, it's a home console that could switch to a TV one like PS4 and Xbox One, but then switch to a PSP and DS. This is just a summary, but there's many more uses I cannot get into. But the Nintendo Switch is being made by Activision, which made Call of Duty, Capcom, which made Street Fighter, and many, many more. Overwatch is adding a new character. If you don't know what Overwatch is, it's a first-person team game which has very fun and challenging characters that I highly recommend if you want to play with your friends with this. I'm sorry, my time is done, and I'm just going to pass it to my boy, Gustavo.
What's up guys, it's Gustavo here, and today we'll be covering top trending movies from 2017. It'll be one action movie that will leave you in awe, one scary movie that will leave you frightened for days, and one comedy movie that will leave you laughing for hours. First, this action movie is so exciting that will make you act like a child driving as fast as you can in your car. This movie is Fast and Furious 8. And the horror movie that will make you not want to fall asleep and check under your bed is Annabelle 2. Now, the movie that will make you laugh every time you think of the movie is Baby Boss. These movies are funny, exciting, and scary. These are movies that you want to look forward to. Okay, fellow Gators, that is all of my time for today. Now we'll pass it on to Guanabo.
Let's go. If you could get into the future.
Thank you, Gustavo. And now for my topic, That's So Raven. Some of you may be familiar with That's So Raven. It was an original Disney Channel series that aired on January 17th, 2003 and ended on November 10th, 2007. Since then, we really haven't seen anything or heard any news about the show making its way back to the public. But on October 2016, Raven-Symoné announced that there is a spin-off in the works. Symoné will reprise her role as Raven Baxter, who will now be a single mother of 2 children with 1 psychic visions, just like Raven did in her show series. We will look forward to this unexpected spin-off. We hope you have a great day.
Welcome to Sport Insiders, where we have the inside information on every sport. I'm Alberto with a good one for you today, folks. Today, we're going to talk about the biggest win for the Cubs since 1908. On November 3rd, 2016, at 12:30 a.m., the Cubs won the MLB World Series against the Indians, who had already won 3 games out of 4 against the Cubs. The Cubs are down 3-1, but they made a huge comeback against the Indians. Here was the play to steal the game.
Done it before. Here's the 0-1. This is going to be a tough play. The Cubs win the World Series! Brian makes the play! It's over! And the Cubs...
Congrats to the Chicago Cubs. This segment is for all you basketball fans. In the offseason, the Celtics had acquired Al Horford from the Hawks, which has now created an epic duo with Isaiah Thomas. But now they need to overcome the Cavaliers and LeBron James, who is almost averaging a triple-double each game, which consists of 22.9 points per game, 9.9 assists per game, and 8.9 rebounds per game. And don't think we forgot about Gator sports. 2 weekends ago, the Gators played for their trophies, and they succeeded. The 7th and 8th grade boys and girls football team had won the championship against the Gill men, who had a great performance against us Gators. The 5th and 6th boys and girls track team came in first. The 7th and 8th also came in first. And the 5th and 6th boys and girls soccer team came in first. Here are some highlights from the games. I want to thank every intramural coach that took their time to coach us. Thank you, Mr. Donahue, Ms. Driscoll, Mr. LeMay, Ms. Reedy, Mr. Lamb, Mr. Stack, Mr. Wittenberg, Ms. Wallen, Ms. Krista Devine, and all the others who prepared us to win 6 trophies. It's Bredo Figueroa here, signing off with